Alright, imagine this. Water, it's everywhere. Flowing through everything and everyone. No matter how hard you try, it's almost impossible to escape it. It's that ever-moving, ever-changing field that touches everything, connects everything, and shapes everything. Now think of an iceberg sitting in that water. A giant chunk of solid, frozen structure, just hanging out in that fluid field. But wait, isn't that odd? The very nature of water is to flow, to adapt, to change and evolve. Yet here's this big frozen chunk of structure. It's cut off from the flow. Sound familiar? That's what happens when you start identifying with the structure of things in your life, rather than simply being part of the flow itself. Ever been caught up in your logical mind, analysing and dissecting everything, until you've completely lost touch with the joy of the experience? Of course you have. We all do it. We all get trapped in the mental loop, where we focus on the pieces of life, the structure, the details, but we forget the bigger picture, the flow, the energy that connects everything, the fun. Now here's the thing. This is where you're being cut off. The more you focus on the structure, the more you close yourself off from the universal energy that flows through everything. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to figure it all out. Step away from the analysis, the mental gymnastics, the second guessing. Let me tell you, you've already experienced this. Remember when you had the most fun? When you were so lost in the moment, you didn't even care about the details. That's where the flow happens. That's where you're aligned with the energy, with your true self. When you step away from thinking and just feel it. Feel the joy. Let go of the analysis. Forget about figuring out your next move, the next step, and just let yourself play. Play with the feeling. Play with the energy. Play with the moment. Ever notice how much better things feel when you stop thinking about them? How when you stop forcing it, everything just starts to come together. That's the flow state. That's where you're energetically aligned with everything. Now here's the kicker. If you keep identifying with the structure, the mind, the how, and the why, then you're just like that iceberg, sitting in the water, cut off. You're rigid, you're cold. You're not participating, you're frozen. You're blocking your energy. So let me ask you, what are you going to do about it? Do you want to stay trapped in your mind, analysing every tiny detail? Or do you want to live in the moment, feel the energy, and experience the flow? It's a simple choice, really. You either stay stuck, or you let yourself flow. Flow with life, with energy, with love. But you can't have both. Imagine this. What would happen if you kept trying to control everything? Trying to dissect every little thing? Trying to be logical at the same time? Sure, you might get some results, but they'll be cold results. Like that iceberg, they'll be distant, disconnected from the heart. And let's be real, does that really feel good? On the flip side, what happens if you let go of the need to control everything? What happens if you start living with your heart, your energy, your soul? You tap into the universal flow, the magic of the moment, the aliveness that's all around you. You become magnetic. People are drawn to you. Opportunities flood in. And life flows effortlessly. You become a force of nature. But here's the thing. You have to let go of the mind, the structure, the need to control. It's the difference between life and existence. But here's the wild part. This isn't just about energy. It's not some woo-woo ideas. There's real science behind it, neuroscience to be exact. When you're stuck in your head, analysing, overthinking, your brain's on overdrive. That stress response kicks in, and you're disconnected from the present moment. But when you step back and allow yourself to feel, to play, to experience, your brain relaxes, your body feels safe. The parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. You're in the flow state. You're operating on another level. Think about it. You've experienced this before, whether you realise it or not. That time when you were so into something, so in the moment, that you forgot about the world around you. That's the flow. That's where you become your true self. That's when things start working effortlessly, when life becomes easy. But what happens if you don't make this choice? What happens if you keep clinging to that structure, to that need for control? You stay stuck. You miss out on the magic of the moment. You close yourself off from the flow of life, the connection to the universe, to your heart. You stay isolated, frozen, disconnected. And that's a painful place to be, trust me. So here's the deal. Stop identifying with the structure. Stop being the iceberg. Become the water. Feel the flow. Be part of the energy. And when you really start to feel it, start to embody it, watch how everything around you shifts. The people you meet, the opportunities that come your way, your confidence, your creativity, it all changes. You move from being stuck, rigid and frozen to being alive, dynamic and magnetic. You become a force to be reckoned with. And trust me, when you're in the flow, there's no stopping you. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stay stuck, frozen, disconnected? Are you going to let go, step into the flow, and become the powerful, magnetic force you're always meant to be? The choice is yours. But remember, when you stay stuck, you cut yourself off from everything. And when you step into the flow, you open the floodgates to all the beauty, love, success, and energy that life has to offer. So what's it going to be? Are you in or out? The world is waiting for you to choose, and the time is now.